Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new Ninjago video here on the channel. My name is TannerFishies. In today's video, we are continuing my series of Ninjago crystallized episode reviews by taking a look at episode 27 of the entire season, entitled Distress Calls. My goal for this video is to give you guys my thoughts and opinions on this episode, talk about the good, the bad, and everything in between, and finally, towards the very end of the video, I will give the episode a score out of 10, just according to my own opinion. Also, this review will indeed contain spoilers for the episode at hand. You have been warned. This episode, like the last couple of episodes, has a lot going on. Unfortunately, this episode doesn't really balance things all that well. We'll get to that here momentarily. First of all, for the good, more Lloyd and Garmadon stuff. It's always fun to see these two interact, and Garmadon is slowly developing here. He's very slowly but surely understanding what it means to be compassionate, and Lloyd, just like Garmadon, is learning a lot from the other character. There's teachings going from both directions here, and I liked how that was set up. The season has been doing a great job at connecting Lloyd and Garmadon even more, and I personally enjoyed their connections here quite a bit. Also, speaking of characters connecting, there are some very cute moments with Jay and Nia here. Moments that are very wholesome, very sweet, and I loved how that was set up. Basically, Nia is trying to send a signal to Benthamar and the Merlopians with her water powers that are slowly returning, and I will say, I was originally against Nia's powers returning. I wasn't really a huge fan of that idea, but after seeing this episode, I'm starting to warm up to it. Seeing what it does to her character and her interactions with Jay, I think that in and of itself is worth Nia getting her powers back. This episode proved to me, at least, that giving Nia her powers back wasn't that bad of a choice after all. This episode follows another group of characters as well, that group consisting of Cole, Racer7, and Vinny from NGTV News, and I gotta admit, this team does not work as well as some of the other teams that we've seen, but they were funny together, I guess. Racer7 is basically just going all out here, driving the van as fast as she can, and it was funny for a while, but like the Ice Emperor bit that came before, it did get old after quite some time. But I do have to admit, in terms of good stuff, yeah, I loved seeing Racer7 back. I thought that she was awesome, kind of an unexpected gem of this season for sure. Also, I love Cole's message to Vanya towards the very end of this episode. Again, will that lead somewhere? I imagine so. Why would they call to Vanya and Benthamar if they're not going to be showing up later this season? I imagine they will. But like I said, this episode does have some issues with balance, I will say. In terms of the bad, yeah, there's just too much going on here. We're cutting between at least 3 to 4 different stories here. The episode isn't really as well paced as others. It kind of felt a little bit repetitive, especially with the Racer7 stuff. Something is off here in terms of the balance. I can't quite figure out what it is, but like I said, there's just way too much going on in this episode for me, at least, to enjoy it fully. Don't get me wrong, the episode is not bad by any means, and it's stronger than a lot of other crystallized episodes out there. I just think this episode needed just a little bit more time to be baked in the oven before it was released to the public, of course. And that's how I would describe my feelings here. Not a bad episode, just maybe a little bit undercooked. In terms of my score here, I'm going to go ahead and give this episode a 9 out of 10. I think that's a fair score to give this episode. Again, not bad, just with one pretty significant flaw. And of course, with that being said, guys, thank you all so much for watching this episode review. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Feel free to leave a comment down below discussing what you thought about this episode as well. I appreciate you guys watching. If you guys enjoyed, feel free to like and subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I will talk to you guys again real soon. Peace.